Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mass shooters. There was design fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Man, that track is a classic, man.
Man, that thing go hard. That thing go hard. All right, let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. Shalom, Israel. We are the ISUPK. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been on the highways and byways, on the street corners, in the hoods, and the reservations, and the barrios, telling Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that they are the true Israelites of the Bible, from the 12 lost tribes of Israel. This is the official ISUPK Orlando Tuesday night Brotherhood class. And you have your teachers tonight, Officer 5K Thawashab in the building. and Officer 500, Chaanak Yahawada in the building. And we also have a brother reading out of Tallahassee, goes by the name of Drew. So we up in here. Shalom, Israel. Yahaba Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Barakatham to the brothers. Yahweh Shabbat Bashem Yahweh to our sisters. Let's get it in. Get it cracking. Shalom to everybody in the chat, online. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Appreciate Drew for joining with us. So, what goes up, what goes down, Israel? All I know is the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Him, his woman, and their babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is a thing. They know that they done messed up. Salaki. They know they done messed up. And today's class, the first half of the class, the first topic of the class is America's, quote unquote, Esau's never ending hate. Salaki. Got the little ones.
Got a chair.
We got the little ones, you know what I'm saying? The twins, they keep telling me everything that happened.
That's right.
Oh, get that headpiece over there. So they know they done messed up, right? They hate the children of Israel so bad that they're willing to set their own headpiece. They're willing to set their own demise. They're setting it up. They setting up their own demise. You know how they setting up their own demise? They setting up their own demise by deporting our so-called Hispanic, our so-called Benjamite brothers. Our so-called West Indies and who else? North Hispanic brothers. So like Mexicans, anybody from the West Indies, like Jamaicans, Haitians, not Haitians, but Jamaicans, Virgin Islands, all of them, Levi, so-called Haitians, or anybody like that, they deporting them. But so much so, it's more so with our Isupk brothers, because they don't want to do the hard, back-breaking work, hard labor. They know, like, I don't know if y'all seen that video on Commanding Journey Hunter's page, where the lady says 70% of her employees are Mexican. She knew the plan that Donald Trump had for mass deportation. And the hatred she has for the children of Israel, because Mexicans are of the tribe of Issachar in the English. They are Israel. The hatred they have for Israel is so high and never ending. It's so deep that they're willing to cause their own calamity. I say that because they voted for Trump knowing that he was going to deport, our Hispanic, Issacarite brothers. Them knowing that would have said, like, hey, you know what? If we vote for Trump, what's going to happen to our health? What's going to happen to our employees? They didn't care. They sided on the side of hatred instead of smart in reality and logic. That lets you know that the so-called oppressor is not smarter than you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. Because who would want to get rid of the thing that makes them bread and butter? They're not going to go out there and do it. You would never get rid of your help just because you have a dislike for somebody. We work around people we dislike all the time. I work around Esau and I dislike him all the time. But I know I got babies I got to feed. I know I got a family I got to take care of. You know what I'm saying? I know that I got to hold my peace at a certain point, but don't nobody tell you, don't stop from being a man. But you got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove dealing with them. They have a perpetual hatred. They have a perpetual hatred, you know what I'm saying, for us that they can't hold it in. Like they gotta let it out. You know what I mean? They gotta show their hatred. Like once Trump came along, everybody jumped on the racist and the hatred bandwagon. Before that came along, the last president that showed hatred towards the people was Bush. Well, all of them did. But I mean like openly. You know what I'm saying? Was Bush. When we had the whole thing against, you know, the Israelis. You know what I mean? So when he had that little rant going on, they kind of laid off of us a little bit. Not so much, but you know, all they focus was towards war against them. Trump came along, he brought it back. He brought it back to Jim Crow days. So we're gonna talk about that, the hatred that Esau, the so-called white man, the European man, you know what I'm saying? The hatred that he has for us is biblical. It ain't new. It ain't started slavery. This started 3,000, 4,000 years ago. And they showing you every day that this is how they feel. It's like they can't help it. They can't help it. They was born like that. It was in their genes. It's in their blood. They can't help having hatred towards the Lord's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, you know, you brothers y'all want to bring out is Tawad. What you think, Officer Tawshad? What you think?
Shit, everything you said is spot. You can hear me?
Come on, sir. Loud and clear.
Yeah, everything you said was spot on. You know what I mean? Right on point. Like, you know, these people got a strong hatred for God's chosen people. So, yeah, you right on it, Rory.
All right. Let me, first scripture, can I get Genesis 27 and 41? Because the Bible talks about the records of our forefathers and everything that they went through and everything that they're going to go through, them, their seed, and their seed after them. Meaning that these records are going to follow the children of Israel, whether it be what happened to them, what they're going through, or what's going to happen. It's prophesied in the Bible what's going to befall the children of Israel in the end times, in the latter days. And we're going through those days right now. You know what I mean? We're feeling all the prophecies that the prophets prophesied against our enemies, against the people that came up against the children of Israel. And these are not nothing to take lightly. These are to show you how you're supposed to maneuver now. We're in the end time because World War III is on the horizon. These other countries are making alliances. They're breaking alliances. They're breaking truth. They're teaming up. They're getting together. They're sticking to their own. That's what we need to be doing.
Damn right.
Officer Shab, you froze up. You there?
You hear me?
Con.
You hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right. Drew, if you got that, Genesis 27 and 41, you can read from me.
Con, sir. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Right. So just a backdraft on that. I mean, for those who don't know, Esau and Jacob were twins, but they was two different manner of people, two different nations. The Lord came to Rebekah, their mother, and told her, even though tradition goes, the elder gets the blessing, I want you to bless the younger. I've chosen Jacob as my people. His sons and their descendants are gonna be my people. Whatever you gotta do, he told her what to do. He told her how to bless, make sure that Isaac blessed Jacob instead of Esau. Because Esau didn't give a damn about his inheritance anyway. And the Lord designed it for Jacob to receive it anyway. You know what I'm saying? He sold his inheritance for some food because he didn't give a damn about it. And when it came down to it, it came time to get the blessings. Jacob got the blessings of ruling over Esau, over the whole nation, other nations. So this is what it's talking about. So when it says, and Esau hated Jacob, he hated him for that reason, even though he gave it up. It ain't like Jacob conned him out of it. He gave it up because he didn't care about it. So this is what we're reading. Can you start back at the top, brother?
Yes, sir. Book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Mm-hmm.
And Esau said in his heart, the
Go
days
ahead.
of the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, proposing to kill thee.
Right. You can start right there. So Esau was going around ranting, or just probably saying it out loud because he was so mad that he was going to kill his brother. Some kind of word got back to Rebekah, and she sent Jacob away because guess what? Esau was a cunning hunter, and his blessing was he's going to be blessed with the sword. He's going to be blessed with knowing how to kill and murder and destroy and take away everything that he gained. He's going to have to gain it with the sword. Meaning he's going to have to gain everything he get by force, by killing and destruction and murder. You know what I'm saying? So Rebecca, knowing this, she sent Jacob away. So just remember that from way back then, Esau plotted to kill Jacob. And that feeling never, ever went away. It never went away. Let me drop that. Let me get where I want to go to. Let me get Zechariah 11:5. Because we're showing you that this newfound hatred, or you might think it's new, ain't new according to the scriptures. You know what I mean? Because Esau always hated Jacob. He always hated the children of Israel. He always hated him, his descendants, and everybody that came along with him. Because Jacob, Esau knew that there was no place for him in the world. You know what I'm saying?
If I could.
Go ahead, do your thing, sir.
Damn right, like man, what you saying is right on. Like what you bringing out is heavy. That our people don't realize. Like Esau will always hate you. You know what I'm saying? The so-called oppressor, America, will never love so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? And it's for that reason alone. It's because we are blessed. We're blessed by God. I mean, look all the talents that we have, all the inventions, everything that we're able to create and produce on this earth. Nobody else can move how we move on this earth. and do what we do. And this is why we're treated so cruelly on this earth by these other nations. They envy us. They envy because we're blessed by God, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's been happening, like Officer Chaanak said, over 3,000 plus years ago. And that hatred has never stopped.
But
Hey, I'm sorry. Like you, sir. Was that it?
Yeah, kind of.
I'm sorry, sir. So like, hey, I'm sorry, Drew. My bad. Let me get Obadiah 1 and 8 first. My bad, because I'm trying to go along with a timeline.
sir. You said, oh, okay, hold on.
Obadiah 1 and 8.
All right, I got it whenever you're ready, sir.
All right, let's get it.
All right. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
Right.
And this,
1 second. We're gonna chop it down, Drew. The Lord saying He gonna destroy the wise men out of Edom. Edom is Esau. He's gonna destroy the wise men out of Edom, because guess what? They coming up with all kind of wise ways to try and destroy the children of Israel. What they think they got going on now, and what they doing, like the Commander General Yohana said, they're coming up with ways to try to destroy the children of Israel on a slick way. First, they got the White House. Now they got the Senate. Now they dumping out and getting rid of laws and getting rid of rules and regulations to come up against the children of Israel. Elon Musk, Trump, all them people he got with them, they think they wise. They think whatever they got going on is that nobody sees it. Like nobody ain't gonna get it till it's too late. Like all the plans that Trump got of destroying the children of Israel in the process while he's taking over office, he's trying to be slick about it. But he think he wise. He think he's smart. He think like, you know what I'm saying, we nobody follow what he got going on. Because guess what? He's putting the illusion of hatred in front of the American people. We are not the American people. We are slaves here. So he rallied up the American people on hatred, because one thing that all Edomites, all the so-called oppressors have in common, that they can always find a foundation on to come together, is the hatred for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's their go-to. When things are in conflict and things ain't going right and there's a split, what they do? Turn their hatred and their anger towards us. That's when they come together. So you can keep reading.
and understanding out of the bout of Esau, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Right. So the Lord is saying, yeah, they think they wise, they think they strong, because America's supposed to be the strongest army in the world. They think they wise, they think they're strong, but they do not know that they're going up against the Most High. As they try to destroy us, they're destroying the Lord's property. And they're building up to their own slaughter. Like I said, like they're doing this to their own damnation. It's because the Lord is setting this up. Don't think that if everybody voted, Trump wouldn't have won. Or don't think that the black man let y'all down because we didn't vote for Kamala Harris. This is all in the what? This is all in the Lord's plan. The Lord orchestrated this. Ain't nothing that we could have done to make the Lord change the pieces on the board. This is supposed to happen. Trump is supposed to be in office because the Lord knows that he's going to be the only thing that make so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans come together. The hatred that he's going to pour out in this land, we ain't going to have no choice. But in the midst of that, the Lord is setting them up to destroy them, puffing them up to destroy them, just like he did Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse
And this is
10.
why he's doing it. The Lord is going to explain why. Go ahead.
Verse 10. For thy violence
For the what?
For thy violence.
Nah, because the color of our skin.
For thy violence.
Nah, because we're black.
For thy violence.
Because we're so-called Mexican or Hispanic.
For thy violence.
Because we're Native Americans.
For thy violence.
It says for the violence. For the violence that the so-called oppressor has done to the Lord's chosen people is the reason. Keep reading.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Shame shall cover thee.
Shame is going to cover them. They're going to be so shamed. The Lord is going to shame them to their faces for all the evil they're doing to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. For locking them babies up in cages, for splitting up families, to putting 9-year-old on child that do not 9-year-old children on deportation trial, and they don't understand what they're being charged with while they're here with their parents for the violence. When we say we hate the white man, not because of the color of his skin. When we say the white man is the devil, not because of his skin, it's for the violence that he has done to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and have not been brought to justice for. You got to understand the difference. That y'all want to call us a hate group, and the people that don't understand these scriptures when we bring out, this is why. Have you forgotten the violence? The Lord ain't going to let you forget the violence. Because you see it every day. Even if you try to turn your head and try to keep your head ducked down, until it hits home, you ain't going to never be able to escape the violence in the oppression of our oppressor. Until Yahushua returns. He's always going to have violence toward the children of Israel. Keep reading.
And thou shalt be cut off.
Thou shalt be what?
Cut off forever.
Forever. The Lord is going to wipe out the white man. This ain't my word. This is the word of the Lord. He's going to have an end for the violence he did to the children of Israel. The Lord ain't forgot what he did to what her name is, Trayvon, Sandra Bland, all them brothers for slavery, for 400, 500 years of slavery. What he doing now? The Lord ain't forgot. The Lord is a just God. You know what I'm saying? Let me.
God, if I could.
Go ahead, sir.
I don't want to cut you off, man. Get a brother a hand, because what this brother's bringing out is heavy, man. You know what I mean? Like, they love to use us as a scapegoat and spread their propaganda and lies about us to make it seem as if we're some type of terrorist organization or some type of hate group. Like, this ain't nothing personal to them, right? This is about the crimes that has been committed. Like Chaanak said, that we never got justice for. right? There's a whole petition, if I'm not mistaken, there's a petition to get the murderer of George Floyd out of prison. They're trying to push for Elon Musk to drop the charges against him. I think his name is Derek Chauvin, something like that. The one that murdered George Floyd and choked him to death. There's a whole petition out there to get Elon Musk and the Trump administration to get him out of jail. You know what I'm saying? They have an obsession with hating blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Like his policies, the first things he put in place as the president was making sure to further oppress Hispanic people by creating that mass deportation with ICE. That was the first thing on his agenda when he became president. Not the economics, not helping out with groceries and lowering the cost of groceries and helping out the real estate. The first thing on his agenda was getting Hispanics the hell up out of here. Right? And even today, they got where the painting of Black Wall Street, Black Lives Matter, right? Even though we're not supporter or affiliated with Black Lives Matter, right? But people painted the streets during the 2020 protests to remind America that we matter, right? And now they got the president, right, pushing for it to be removed on the streets of Washington, D.C. Removing the painting that says Black Lives Matter, removing the street sign that says Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? He's trying to wipe you out in history with critical race theory and changing the teachings of slavery in the school system. Every aspect of America is circled around race. And if you don't realize that, you are oblivious and just ignorant to everything. Everything is about race. All right, and that's all I want to add.
Oh yeah, Salakia, sir, if I may.
Kind of get down with it.
Oh yeah, also, and the oppressor is also, saying things to make our people forget about the violence that was done against our people all those years ago. And one of the main things that they'll say is, oh, that was 400 however long years ago. You need to forget about it. This and that and that. And then our people listen to him and turn around and think like, yo, maybe that was 2 years ago. Maybe we should forget. Maybe this and that. And it's crazy because he's telling us all this, and it's all all his plan to continue to further oppress our people.
Right. Damn right, boy.
Yeah.
Damn right. I mean, it's not that long ago. You know what I mean? Them devils, some of them devils, they old as could be, but they still alive. They still alive, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. What you're saying is heavy too, because that's just Stockholm syndrome. So much so we've been beat and brutalized, so much so that we sympathizing with our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? We making excuses for him, but the Lord ain't. Then we get Psalms 83, chapter 83, verse 3. So because this is what they did. They've been doing this since the Bible. Finding ways to get rid of the children of Israel. And in America, the land of Babylon, they found ways to do that. So much so that sometimes they ain't even got to lift their hand. They put things in place to make us eliminate our own self. Because of the Jim Crow laws and the Willie Lynch letters, how they put us against each other, how they stripped us of everything, of our camaraderie, of our love for one another. to where we only have violence towards each other. Tell me, when have you ever seen gang members attack the oppressor? Ride on the oppressor. Go to their store, go to their neighborhood and do things that they do in their own neighborhood. You don't see that, right? They don't even think twice about doing something to the oppressor because they fear him. They don't fear somebody struggling just like them. They don't fear somebody that look like them in the same condition as them. They have hatred towards that person, taught by the oppressor. That gangster mentality, you learn that from the oppressor. Don't forget, he was blessed with the sword. To me, the only person that know how to kill better than the oppressor, than the so-called white man, is the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Most High is the most gangsters being that I know. Can't nobody top the way he gonna do it. And that's what's going on. So if you got that warrior, Drew, if you got that, can you read it for me?
Sir. The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
The scriptures say they taking crafty counsel, meaning they came up and devised ways and plans and schemes to come up against the children of Israel. When it says thy people, it's talking about the Lord's chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Thy hidden ones are the children of Israel. They still in league. They still trying to find sneaker and ways to do things. Go ahead.
They have said,
Mm-hmm.
come
Mm-hmm.
and let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off. Come, let us cut them off. The same way they felt in Egypt is the same way they feel now. They know that long as we're around, their time have an end. And the Lord has blessed us to where we always gonna be around. And the more we're around, the more they know one day we're gonna get together and start serving our Lord. And their time is gonna be at the end. Go ahead.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
Right.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of who?
Israel.
Nah, Black Americans.
Israel.
Hispanics.
Israel.
Mexicans.
Israel.
Haitians.
Israel.
Dominicans.
Israel.
Go ahead.
May be no more in remembrance.
They don't even want you to remember who you are. They find ways. Ancestral.com tell you got Irish, Middle Eastern, European, Portugal, Spaniard, all these things inside you. You mix with everything because they don't want you to know that you're the children of Israel. So they're taking crafty counsel against us so that we may not know who we are. We call ourselves Dominican. We call ourselves African American. We call ourselves Haitians, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Mexicans, Spanish. You know what I'm saying? They did that to us so they can cut us off because they have a perpetual hatred, a never-ending hatred for the children of Israel. Drop that one. Give me Psalms 137 and 7.
Sir.
Because this ain't new. Y'all need to know from the beginning of Genesis to the book of Revelations, they've been hating the children of Israel. The so-called oppressor, the so-called white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of, been hating you for over 4,000 years.
That's right.
Damn right.
Is it wrong for us to separate and to love each other? They love themselves. They love what they got. We ain't got nothing, so we ain't used to having nothing in this land. But we got each other. That's what Christ was trying to tell us. If you got it, go ahead, warrior.
Book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
The children of who?
Of Edom.
The so-called oppressors. The so-called white man. Esau is the progenitor of the so-called white man. That means the Spaniard, the Portuguese, the French, the Irish, the Englishmen, the Romans. All of them come from Esau. All right, keep reading.
In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
When our city was being destroyed and being attacked by the armies, they stood on the wayside, happy that our destruction was at hand. They even assist when we was trying to get up out of there. Even when the children of Israel was going through the land, when Jacob took his people going through the land, Moab and Esau would be killing the elder that was in the back of the caravan. Am I right, sir? You know the story I'm talking about, that scripture I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, they'd be picking us off. Even when we had our own land, when we was being attacked, they was like, raise it. They was like, destroy it. Take it down. Take it down. They were cheering. Yay, yay. They was cheering. So David said, remember the children of Edom. Go ahead. Keep reading.
O daughter of Babylon.
Oh, daughter of Babylon. This is talking about America too, because America is the new Babylon. Keep going.
Who are to be destroyed.
Who are to be what?
Destroyed.
The Lord says America is going to be destroyed. It's not going to survive. It's not going to keep going the way it's going. It's going to be destroyed. Keep going.
Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us.
Happy we're going to be to reward our oppressors what they have done to us. I'm going to be happy when I get the command to do what? Read number 9.
Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
I'm going to be happy when the Lord give me the command to dash their little ones against the stone. Just like they did us. The Lord said reward them double. Everything that they did to us, y'all see the posters, y'all see the pictures. Black History Month was just last month. The only time they give a damn or even think about the things that the oppressor did to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Get 28 days. Happy shall I be when I take their little ones and dash them against the stone, just like they did Mary Taylor when they burnt her husband alive and they hung her and they cut her baby out and stomped on his body till he died and then shot the baby and her and burnt her alive. That's the history that they want to get rid of. See, Esau is a vagabond. He always try to cover his tracks and cover his deeds and cover everything that he has done so nobody can know. But we ain't forgot, and we ain't gonna let nobody forget. I'm gonna be happy when that happens. And y'all can call me hateful and hatred, but what about your people? You so busy trying to love the oppressor, you forget about the things that he has done to us. This is in the Bible. Is that not justice? Or y'all don't want justice? Y'all want stimulus checks and food stamps.
Crazy.
Income taxes once a year. Crumbs when you built up this stinking empire. I want the kingdom of heaven. I want to be happy to dash their little ones against the stone. Because they hate us. And I hate them with a perfect hatred like King David. The scripture says a time for everything. Right now, it's a time to separate and get to your own and get to know who the Lord is. That's what the scripture says. Drop that, warrior. Let me get Ezekiel 35:5. Anything you got to bring up, Third Salakia or anybody else?
Nah, man.
Don't leave me up here by myself now.
What you saying is on point for real, though. You know what I mean? Like, people, you know what I mean? People will say, well, why black people always want to play the victim? Why we always got to pull the race card? Like, you got to understand, we're reminded of this in society, in our day-to-day life. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is not something that just gone away. We're constantly reminded of what role and position we are based off our race here in America due to the system of the society. If this was a perfect world, yeah, it would have been fine where blacks and whites can be free and independent from each other, and white do their things over there, and blacks can be free to be black people. Hispanic can be free to just to be Hispanic, and Native Indians can be free as well. But in reality, in the real world, that's not how it is. Y'all decided to come and mess with us, and it's continued to happen till this day. We're constantly reminded when we go into the schools. We're constantly reminded when we go into our jobs, when we go to any establishments, when we walking down the street. We got to make sure we don't have a hoodie in our head. We got to make sure we're not walking too aggressive or walking as a threat. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure we don't talk with slang and we don't, come off as a threat to anybody. This is what we're reminded of as in society. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a concept that Esau, America created. They created the concept of race. You know what I'm saying? And we are the byproducts of it, of what they done unto us. So this is why we speak against it. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say.
Salakia, sir, what was that chapter in Ezekiel?
Ezekiel 35:5. Salakia.
So
Like I thought I was on mute. My bad, y'all. And Salakia, sir. After this, I got one more scripture. I was trying to find that prepare slaughter.
Isaiah 14.
Oh, wow.
I think it's like 20 something around there.
I'll find it. When the brother whenever you get it, Drew, you can start reading.
So Book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. What does perpetual mean? Anybody know what perpetual means? Anybody know what perpetual means?
Sir.
Go ahead, Wade. You got
it. Basically ongoing.
Right. It's a never ending, meaning it never ends. It's always there. You know what I'm saying? It's always there. The Lord said, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, you know what I'm saying? and has shed the blood of the children of Israel. Go ahead.
By the force of the sword in
By
the
the force
time.
of the sword, what he was born with. I mean, what he was blessed with. They can't beat us no other way. The Lord said one should be stronger than the other, and the other should, and the older is going to serve the younger. They can't beat us no other way. Right now, we tried to go up against them with guns and stuff. They got guns that we ain't even seen yet. They got lasers that can burn a hole through you. They needed a cheat weapon. Hand-to-hand combat. They can't mess with us, man. That's why we're going to need the Lord on our side. Keep reading.
In the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
We wasn't supposed to be in slavery 400 years. We wasn't supposed to be in slavery ongoing. Like that slavery didn't end when so-called President Lincoln freed the slaves. We still in slavery. We're not supposed to be captives this long. We're not supposed to be captives this long. Keep reading.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Since they did not stop murdering, raping, and robbing the children of Israel, unjustly killing us, hanging us from light poles, shooting us down in the street, since they did not hate blood, blood is going to pursue them. The same things they did to us, we're going to do to them. And it's going to be justified by the Lord. It's going to pursue them. And it's going to be never ending. We're going to destroy them until they are destroyed and wiped off the planet of the earth. Drop that real quick. Let me get Ezekiel 14. Salakia.
Isaiah.
Oh, right. Salakia, sir. Isaiah 14 and 1. Uh, 1 and 2. And then drop down to 21.
I got it, whatever you ready, sir.
All right, go ahead, Wayne. Salakia. I'm sneezing.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
But the Lord is going to have mercy on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Lord is going to have mercy on those so-called Mexican babies that's in them cages. He's going to have mercy on every brother that's being wrongly accused and sent to prison with no daylight. He's going to have mercy on everybody that's seeking his face and trying to serve him the right way, but being oppressed. He's going to have mercy on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
And will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
We're going to be set in our own land because this is not our place of rest. This is our captivity. We're not free here, y'all. We still slaves. Keep going.
And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Who is the stranger? The strangers are the so-called oppressors. When we get set in our own land, we ain't going empty-handed. When the children left Egypt, the children of Israel left Egypt, they didn't go empty-handed. When we leave this captivity, we ain't going empty-handed. Keep going.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Mm-hmm.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
They're going to be our slaves, just like we were their slaves. That's what I mean when we ain't going home empty-handed. Keep reading.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
And that's telling you who we're going to rule over right there. So for all you naysayers that's saying that this is not talking about slavery in the kingdom of heaven, you don't know the scriptures. The Lord is saying we're going to rule over our oppressors. Who oppress us? So-called white man. He oppresses us. The Lord said in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to rule over them. Now drop down to verse 21.
So
Because this is for all the so-called oppressors that's looking and listening and sneak dissing and doing all that, and always saying when we bring up the crimes of their forefathers, they say, well, I didn't put you into slavery. I didn't do that. That was a long time ago. What do you mean? This is America. We all have equal opportunity. The Lord don't want to hear all that. Go ahead, warrior, if you got it.
verse 21, prepare slaughter for his children.
For his who?
For his children.
For his what?
For his children.
Go ahead.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
Yeah, you didn't put us into slavery, but guess what? You benefited off it. If you're a so-called white man and your last name Johnson, guess what? He did it, made y'all rich with all them bottles of Johnson & Johnson baby oil. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rich off of the cotton that my ancestors picked. Y'all set up family wealth. What it's called? There you go. That's right word. Generational wealth. That's how y'all benefited off it. Keep going.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right. We're going to cut them off. We're going to prepare a slaughter for them. Trust funds. That's right. We're going to cut them off so they don't even procreate no more, that we don't even see them. They're going to be like in a museum, stuff like they stuffed them animals. And we're going to tell our kids for generation to generation. You see that? That's the so-called white man. He used to have us in slavery, and our kids ain't going to believe it. Him, that man? Yeah. He once ruled the earth. That's what we're going to do to them. For the never-ending hatred that they have for the children of Israel. Yeah.
Damn right, man. Give a brother a hand. I do want to read some of these comments, man. Big Jew said, Salaki said, with all grace, Isaiah 63 backs up with what you bringing out, my Lord. Did you want to break down Isaiah 63 and 1?
63 and 1?
Yeah, that is a good one, Big Jew. That's definitely a good one. You could have a brother read, you break it down, man.
Yeah, let's get it. Whenever you got it, Drew, you're doing a good job as well, warrior. I appreciate you.
Damn right.
So I appreciate that. The book of Isaiah, chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Right. This is talking about when Christ coming to destroy, to get his revenge on Edom. And the prophet Isaiah seen it in the vision. And he seen Christ coming back. He was like, damn, who the hell is that coming out of that land that we're going to destroy? That's just like us saying, like, damn, who the hell is that coming out of California? Or wherever he at. Like, damn, who is that? This nigga mighty. This nigga looking strong. This nigga walking with a purpose. Who the hell is that? He coming in great. He coming like in rulership. Like he need to be messed with. Who is that? This nigga looking like he ain't even play no damn games. He coming with a purpose and a mission. He finna go wreck son. What y'all say? What the YN say? He finna go crash out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This nigga finna go cook something. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Right. Christ saying it, I that speak in righteousness and mighty to save. He's gonna save us out of this hell. He's the only one that can save us. Because he's been given the authority by the Most High to rule on this earth and to take revenge on the same people that hung him on that cross. The same people that hung his brothers and sisters, his peoples on light poles, that kept us in slavery for up 10 years. Go, you want to read verse 2?
So I could do that.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Right. And this is just saying like Christ is going to have so much blood on his garment, it's going to look like he been stomping on grapes to make wine. Like he going to have so many blood and guts on his joint. Like, like they going to like, damn, that nigga like he been pressing wine all day long. Because there's going to be so much slaughter that he just going to have. He just like, I could just picture that happening. Like Christ just with a mighty sword and him just like, I don't know if y'all ever seen, I'm a movie buff, but I don't know if y'all ever seen Lord of the Rings when Sauron had that war hammer and he was swiping and niggas was just flying every which way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Anybody? Nah, y'all don't know. Y'all don't watch Lord of the Rings. Y'all don't watch stuff like that. My bad. But it's like it's gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Christ is gonna be just slaughtering, just cooking shit. Just, you know what I'm saying? Crashing out on Esau. Salakia. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says Salakia, if I may, sir. And this is me and the officer was talking about this the other night. This is the Christ that the Christian church does not teach about.
Right. Because I think he coming back to kiss everybody and hug everybody. But that's how you know that the Christians don't know the Bible. They know white supremacy because that's all Christianity is. This is telling you what what Jesus Christ is coming back, who the word isn't really called Jesus Christ, but this is who Yahweh Shah is coming back. That's what he's coming back for. You know what I'm saying? So Salakia, Tawada Salaki. You can end it there.
Damn right, man. Damn right. I mean, there's a little bit more if you want to, break down a little bit more, man. There's a little meat on that bone.
I mean, we got the other half for the.
Yeah, we got time. If you want. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good one to,
All right, just
if you want.
You want? All right, I'm gonna just do verse 3 and that'll be it.
All right.
I'll do verse 3.
All right, I got it. Sir. Verse 3, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Right. The Lord said, Christ is saying, and the trot in the winepress, meaning he did all this slaughter by himself. He stomped them boys out. And there was nobody with him. Christ ain't gonna need nobody to go exact his revenge, because guess what? He been waiting for the Lord to say, all right, it's go time. Green light. He waiting for the green light. You know what I'm saying? He waiting for the Lord to say, all right, go. He been waiting for years. It's what it say? A day is like 1,000 years, or one day to the Lord is like 1,000 years. We've been waiting thousands of years for Christ to come in, but it only been a couple of days for him up in heaven, as the scriptures say. So he been waiting for the Lord to say, all right, it's go time. Train to go. That's what Yahweh is. TTG. For all the young niggas, dog. So I represent the young niggas, dog. It's a lot here. Christ is trained to go on the green light. He waiting on it. Ain't nobody gonna be with him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury.
That's building up. He's building up. He's waiting. Like I said, I'm a man. Listen, to exact his revenge is gonna be sweet as honey. He's waiting. Go ahead.
And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
That's your answer. When they said that wine that looked like he been treading in the wine press, he telling you right now what that is. Nah, brother, that ain't grapes. That's guts. You know what I'm saying? That's blood on my garment. And I'm gonna be soaked in it because I'm gonna slaughter so many oppressors for everything that they did to me and my people. So Big Judah, the water. You know what I'm saying? Big Jude, the water for that, because that lets you know, like, our Christ ain't no wimp. You know what I'm saying? He coming back to handle business for us. He coming back to ride for us. He coming back to do his thing on our oppressors. And it's gonna be done. So the water.
Damn right, man. Damn right. If I could, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be well deserved too. It's gonna be just and well deserved, man. Like you mentioned, like a day unto 1,000 years is like a day unto the Lord. Like, imagine all the things that the Lord has seen over the thousands of years that this earth existed. Like, he done seen babies get slaughtered, innocent blood being shed. Like, he done seen it all. People put into slavery. You know what I mean? All of that is festering up. It's building up. A case is building up higher and higher and higher for this empire. And when Christ returns, he ain't coming to hold hands and join all the nations together in love and peace and harmony. He's coming for war. Coming for war. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right.
And I'm just picturing it.
Go ahead.
So like, and I'm just picturing in my mind, like, every atrocity that he see that happened to us, like him turning in his seats, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, like, you know what I'm saying? It just, he can't sit still. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what he's doing, but I could just imagine like him seeing all of this that's happening to his people. And like, as soon as the Lord say go, it's pew. He right down here doing his thing.
Right. God, nah, you damn right, man. Like, people expect that. They expect us to let that go. You think God forgot about that?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They try to tell us it's the past, we should forget about it. Well, how do you think God feels about it? You think God is forgetting about little babies, innocent children being murdered? You think God is just like, well, you know, it's part of life and just forgive them? Nah, man, that's not how God works, man. If you a Christian and you believe in the Bible, you should understand that God is a just God. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
What's just and what is right is that somebody has to pay. That's fair. That's what's right and just. Just like in American justice system, if you commit a crime that's worthy of death, they're going to give you that capital punishment because they feel that is justified for the crime that you committed. Well, if mankind can have such law put in place on earth, what makes you think God ain't the same way? And even better, you see the things that's being done, and guess what? The right judgment is capital punishment for Esau. He's going to put him to death for all the genocide, the slaughter, the raping, the graping, the slavery, the everything that he put and did to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He's going to be put to death for it.
Right.
That's justice. It's fair and square.
Right.
Don't get mad at us, get mad at God. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Your arm is too short to box with God.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Damn right.
All right. It's Salakia, sir, if I may. This is the real get back, that righteous get back. Like, like the YNs be saying, that get back. And we don't have to act like the oppressor and pick up a gun and go kill 50 million. Nah, all we have to do is come back to the laws of God and who we are, and we're gonna watch our king bury these oppressors for us.
Right. Damn right, brother. Damn right, man. Just like he did in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Lord 56th annual Passover coming up.
56.
Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Where we gonna celebrate the slaughter of our enemies. You know what I'm saying? Where the Lord murdered and put to death all the firstborn of our enemies that enslaved us. Well, guess what? If God can do it then, he's gonna do it again. You know what I mean? Like the brother said, all we gotta do is serve him. We ain't gotta pick up nothing. No weapon, no war. Just like Moses did. He ain't had to pick up a sword or nothing. All he did is serve God, and the Lord got busy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna do it again. You know what I mean? If I could, let me just touch some of these comments before we get to the next topic. Nashah said, we read about these horrific things that God witnessed happening in real time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the reality of being black. Like, what other people you know had to go through what we went through? You know what I'm saying? Show me the Japanese American school that was burnt down for just being Japanese.
Right.
Show me the Indian American hospital that was burnt down just because it was controlled by Indians. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that we went through. And you think God is just going to let it happen and let it run and just be okay with it? Like, people is crazy, man. You're out of your mind. Like you said earlier, Chaanak, that's Stockholm Syndrome. Nothing but Stockholm Syndrome, man. You know what I mean? Big Drew said Christ got the worst PTSD ever recorded. The boy twitching for revenge.
Right.
Boy. Go ahead, could that love that?
No, I'm just saying I'm agreeing with Big Drew. Like, right. He's like, you sure lock you, Lord. Not now ain't the time to go. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Not now, like you sure? You like, you know what I'm saying? But he waiting on us.
Mm-hmm.
He waiting on us to turn back to him.
Right.
So like,
Damn right. Damn right, man. The sister said the definition of love. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? That's the definition of love. When they imagine your kid getting bullied in the playground. As a parent, what you gonna do? You gonna just step away and say, well, you know, that's life, son. Just let the person beat you up and give them your lunch money. You know, your hard-earned money that you give your child to eat during the day so they can have energy to learn and become educated. You're going to just say, well, just forget about it, son. You know, just let them take your money. Any good parent would do something to rectify the situation, to make sure your child is protected while they're getting their education. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? God is a father, and we are his children. And the white man is the biggest bully on this earth.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's getting ready to step in and be like, you know, hey, Like that video. Y'all ever seen that? Y'all seen that video where the that little girl got smacked by by the
Right,
father
right,
in the
Yeah,
right,
baby
yeah.
joint? She
right,
was bullying his son.
right. And the
God.
parents right there just letting it happen.
Right, right there, letting the little brat
Mm-hmm.
child bully this little man's son. So the father, out of his frustration and out of the love of his child, he took it upon himself, you know what I'm saying, to correct things. And hey, I'm not condoning somebody should go up and punch a child in the face, but hey,
Right,
love
right,
can make you do some crazy things now.
right.
Right.
You know what I'm
Especially when
saying?
it comes to protecting your slack, sir.
Go ahead, get
No,
down,
I
go
was
ahead.
just gonna say, especially when it comes to protecting your seed, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like you see, and not comparing us to animals, but when you see it in the animal world, where they go, you see wildebeest going up against lions.
Mm-hmm.
You see every animal going up against a predator that's trying to attack their seed.
Right.
That's the same thing with us.
Damn right.
Like,
Damn right, man. Damn right, man. Same thing with us, man. We should never lose that love because God ain't lose that love for us. And we're going to get justice, man. So for the next topic, now that we spoke on the external issues, right? Because we're facing two threats. We
right,
got external issues that we dealing with, and guess what? We also got internal issues that we need to address as well too.
right,
Stuff that goes on amongst us. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that we got learning externally from our oppressor, you know what I mean? But we're allowing it to prosper within us, among us. You know what I mean? And that's all the bull crap, majority of the bull crap that we seeing being pushed online, on TV, on how we treat each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all noticed, the stuff that go viral is all circled around drama. That's all it is. Drama. They got shows like Baddies and I don't know, bull crap, man. This plumber dude fighting everybody and all that. Everything is our they try to push our culture to be drama filled. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all, right? I'm 30 plus. You know what I'm saying? As you get older, you start to really appreciate living a drama free life.
right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Damn right.
I ain't trying to be around who talking about who ain't got what, who's fake or who's real. I don't give a damn. You get what I'm saying? Once you get older, you still have to really appreciate a drama-free life. And unfortunately, they try to push this on us. You know what I'm saying? To as if this is who we are as a people. You know what I mean? And our people, we feed into it. We eat it all up, all this as entertainment, and subconsciously, we start to mimic what we see. We start to behave just like that. You get what I'm saying? We start to act like the stuff that we see online and on TV. Some of us act as if there's a camera following you every day in your life. And you just got to make everything dramatic and suspenseful. You get what I'm saying? Like, you ever see with the reality shows, they got the music in the background whenever something happens, and they make it suspenseful and you glued in. Like, that's not your life. You get what I'm saying? You are not the main character. There's not a camera that's following you around all day. You don't have to make everything over exaggerated and suspenseful. You get what I'm saying? We got to learn to live the opposite of what our oppressor want us to be. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the sister put the comment. Let me read that real quick. She said, I fast from the internet because I can't deal with seeing the BS all day, every day. Facts. Damn right, man. It's good to step away from the social media world every now and then. And unfortunately, some of us, we don't know the difference between the two. We think social media is the real world. You know what I mean? And we think that, by us treating each other like crap and creating controversy and all of that stuff is what's going to make us pop. Like, we want clout and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? All that clout ain't going to matter when you 50 years old, when you 40 years old. That shit is not going to matter. You know what I'm saying? It's time that we wisen up and grow up as a nation. You You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got some 40-year-olds acting like that online. 50-year-olds behaving like they YNs. Like, you a grown-ass man, grown-ass woman. 20 years old, fighting on camera, pulling each other hair out, pulling each other clothes off while y'all fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a grown ass woman behaving like this. Don't know how to exercise any conflict resolution. Don't know how to de-escalate any situation. Was not taught any critical thinking skills, but only to act like a brute beast. You know what I'm saying? When the Bible teaches us to act the opposite, man. We are a righteous, glorious people, a peculiar people. We're like nobody else on this earth. And your oppressor knows that. You know what I mean? Like Officer Chaanak brought out so perfectly, man. He has a perpetual hatred for you. Slavery has not stopped. All he did is sophisticated it. Right? And the bondage that he has over your mind is for you to fall in love with sin, to fall in love with hating your brother, hating your sister, gossiping about each other. You know what I'm saying? Creating drama in every situation in your life. The white man get a rise out of that because he knows it's going to result into us harming one another. You get what I'm saying? But we got to separate our ways, our mindset from our oppressor and learn our culture that's found in the Bible. Let me get Leviticus 19 and 19 and 16. And anything you want to add, Oscar Chaanak, you know what I mean? Feel free to do so. You know what I mean? Let's get
Now, what you bring out is heavy because it all relates back to what we've learned in this captivity.
Mm-hmm.
We had our own set of rules. We had our own way of living. We had our own thing. And in order for him to bring us to heal, he had to strip that from us and pin us against each other. That's the only way, divide and conquer. And that's a real thing.
Yeah.
But it's working today. So what you bringing out, sir, is real heavy because it applies from then and now.
Damn right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the cause and the root of majority of our issues today. You know what I mean? And we gotta understand that we're not each other's enemy. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get that. Let's read out of the law. Let's read black culture out of the Bible. You got that for me, Warrior?
Sir, whenever y'all ready.
I'm ready. You got it, Warrior.
All right. Book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people.
You shall do no. You should do no. You shall not what?
Go up and down as a talebearer among thy people.
Right. Whenever you read "thou shalt not," right? Thou shalt. Right. These are commands that the Lord has given us. Like he's telling us to do this or not to do this. You know what I'm saying? And he says we should not go up and down as a talebearer among our people. What is the word? What does that mean? Not to be a talebearer. What's a talebearer?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
That means you go around and telling everybody business. It tell you right there, even though it was written thousands of years ago, a tale bearer. What is a tale? It's a story. It's a conversation. It's something that's happening, like that you done heard, and now you just going and basically a gossiper.
Damn right. Give the brother a hand. Give the brother a hand. A gospel. You're exactly right. Right? Big Jew said, talking about people business. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Love T said, gossiper. Right. Exactly right. You know what I mean? Y'all all correct. Right? This is a commandment. Right? This is not based off of feeling, based off of emotion, or if somebody did you wrong, or you know, they hurt me in this type of way. This is not what it's based upon. This is based on a commandment, meaning we are obligated to live this way. Any other way is against the ordinance of God. God commanded us that we should not be gossipers and talebearers. Why is that? Why do you think so? All right? They love to have it as if it's entertainment. You know, you think your life is a confessional. Like you gonna sit in the confession room and talk about how this person treated you, and that's not how life is. This is not entertainment. Right? Why is it? Go ahead, Big Jew, also Chaanak.
To lock it.
Mm-hmm.
Lock it. Excuse me. Lock
No,
it,
you
y'all.
good.
Because like if someone like okay, if you being a talebearer, if you being a gossiper, you can unravel a situation that's been mended. Like if somebody tell you something and they tell you something about like say a person tell you about a dispute or argument they had with somebody on Monday, but come Tuesday they made up with that person. You wait to Wednesday or Thursday to go say something. Now you bringing up old things that could have been dead, or you bringing up something that don't need to be spoken about. Now you gossiping. Now you just telling stuff that you don't even really know the meaning behind it. You just heard something, and now you going to run up and tell, oh, you know, such and such did such and such. Now you creating hatred for your between your brothers. You create envy and jealousy. Like,
Damn right, man. Get a brother in hand. Right? That's exactly what it is. Right? You adding fuel to the fire. You running your mouth is just making things worse. Right? Even talking about somebody when they're not present. Like you expose a lot about yourself. That's what most people don't realize. Right? Talking down on people while they're not around exposes a lot about yourself and your character as a human being. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever wonder why people don't want you around, because it's oftentimes they realize that you are the problem.
right.
Right? You marked yourself by showing yourself not to be trustworthy. Because if you can do it to them, well, guess what? They understand that you can do it to them as well, too. You know what I'm saying? The Lord commanded us. We are obligated to love one another. This is a commandment from the Most High. Don't be a gossiper. Right? Don't be somebody that loves to talk about other people's problems and other people's situations. We all got problems. We all got stuff that we facing in this captivity. You know what I'm saying? It is not up to you to try to spill the beans and speak on stuff. Because guess what? You point one finger at one person, there's three pointing right back at you.
Damn right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? Right? Let's get Proverbs. What I want, my bad. Proverbs 22:10.
It's a lot here, so whenever y'all ready.
Yeah, you gotta work.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 10. Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out.
Read that one more time.
Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out.
What is this saying? Who want to give this a shot to break this down? Say, cast out the scorner. Let me ask you, what's a scorner? All right, I want to give it a shot.
You ain't put somebody in the chat first, sir?
Yeah, that's good. I'll wait somebody in the chat. Kind of. Cause I already know you know.
That's it right now.
I already know you know, man. Yeah. Oh, if you want to take a shot, Drew, you could.
You know what a scorn is?
Mm-hmm.
Salakia, sir. Basically, somebody who always like, got some negative to say or talking down on somebody.
God, that's a good answer. I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? The sis says someone who speaks evil of others. Right. Right. Con, both of y'all is correct. Right. If you cast out that person, guess what will stop? Right. What is the word that the scripture use?
Contention.
Contention. What is contention? Also, Nasha said, get the instigator out your business and everything will be okay. Damn right. He did. He basically broke it down. You know what I'm saying? Contention is conflict. Right? Issues, beef. You know, tension between each other. You know what I'm saying? If you cast out the scorner, contentions will cease. Beef will stop. The only issue is because you're around. That's why. It's always a problem. There's always something going wrong because guess what? You appeared. That's why. You know what I'm saying? When you wasn't around, everything was fine and dandy.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Everybody was getting along. But here comes the gossiper.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the person. Oh, you heard what such and such said about who such and such? Yeah,
Right.
man, that nigga can't try me. If that nigga try me like that, nigga, listen. You gonna say, go ahead, Kadak.
So like I said, that was just, saying what you're bringing out is heavy because like you right on point with it. You know what I'm saying? Because when that type of person come around, the whole mood change.
Right.
You could be talking about anything. You could be talking about your problems. You could be talking about, up you done came up on or anything. But when that person come around, everything get quiet. The
Right.
conversation ain't long, niggas ain't laughing no more. Like niggas, they like it's just serious conversation from now on, and you ain't trying to tell too much. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how you know that they're in doubt because they don't even notice the mood swing.
Mm.
They don't even notice, like, damn, I just rolled up. These niggas were laughing, but as soon as I came up, everybody just had their phones down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know what I'm saying, short answers and stuff. Because they know you keep up stuff and nobody don't want you around.
Right. Damn right, brother. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, they be so like people like that be so oblivious to it. Right? What they'll rather do is point the blame on others and probably gossip about them and realize they're the issue. And not realize that they're the issue and they're the reason and the cause that people are like that when they are around. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't know how to shut your mouth. Don't know how to stop gossiping. You love drama. All right, what did sister say? She said, women love to do this, but I've seen men do it too. Some people use it as a bonding tool. Yeah, I think they got a title for it. Like trauma bonding, I think so. Like, I don't know if that's
Yeah,
the same thing.
Title for
something like
every
that.
damn thing.
You said what?
Oh, the brother said something like that, but I said they got a title for every damn thing nowadays.
Right, they got right, they got everything. This is a title now for everything now. But yeah, they definitely do that. Con, and this is how they bond. You know what I'm saying? Which bondings and friendships like that, it's not gonna last.
No.
Cause guess what's eventually they're gonna start doing with each other?
Mm-hmm.
Gossiping all about each other. Right? You
Same
created
thing.
a bond about gossiping. Eventually that same bond that y'all created is gonna be what y'all gonna use against each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If your friendship is not based on being truthful and trustworthy, all right, everything else is gonna fall apart. All right, building a friendship off of gossip, all right, is a friendship that won't last, that won't stand. You know what I'm saying? As a person, especially if you come into the truth, You know what I'm saying? You got to realize that gossiping is taboo in the eyes of the Lord.
Right.
It's just as severe as you balling up a fist and striking your brother in the face or striking your sister in the face.
Right.
It's just as damaging. You know what I mean? If you over 10 years old, you should know how damaging it is. There's no reason why, as a grown-ass adult, you still try to find ways to create drama. There's no reason why. All right? Read on.
Yeah, strife and reproach shall cease.
Mm-hmm. That was it
Yeah,
on that verse?
yeah, that was in on verse 10, sir.
God, strife, reproach will cease. It will stop. You know what I mean? All right? It's hard for most people to get along because there's some oddball around that's creating conflict between everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because they love to feed off of the drama. But that's not how life goes. It's not how things are supposed to be. Right? The Lord is looking for us to build a nation. And how could we build a nation if we constantly beefing with each other? You can't build nothing without creating a bond with it. Making sure that it stands strong through adversity. How the hell are we supposed to build a nation when we gossiping and creating cliques and doing all type of bull crap that's in the world? You know what I'm saying? We're building a nation in the Isupk. This is what we're building, not a club. Right? Let's drop that. Let's get Let me get James chapter 3. Let's start me at a verse. Hold on, let me get there real quick. Let me get the whole chapter is good, but let me get start me at chapter 10. Verse 10. James chapter 3, verse 10.
Whenever you're ready, sir.
You gotta work.
The book of James, chapter 3, verse 10. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing.
And cursing. The word cursing is not talking about specifically profanity, but it's talking about offenses, like offending somebody, right? The same one that speaks blessings, right? And they can also offend somebody, right? And all of this is done by your words, by the power of your tongue. You ever meet somebody who will talk drunk about somebody behind their back, and when the person that they talking about approaches, guess how they behave? Oh, what's up, man? It's all, I love you, man. I love you, my nigga. Yeah, you my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You my nigga. When they walk away, that nigga, shit, man. You saluted 60. When you saluted this nigga, you smell that shit? Yeah, this nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't be double-minded. You can't play both sides of the fence. Don't be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Either you rock with the person and you're going to rock with them through and through, or you don't mess with them at all. You know what I'm saying? As for me, for myself, I've never been the type to be like, if I don't like somebody, I'm going to hang around them. I've never been that type. I don't use people, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That is a weak trait to be like, I only have them around to use them.
Right.
That makes you fake. You get what I'm saying? Because if you don't like somebody, then why have them around? You get what I'm saying? And the Bible is saying you can't be double-minded that way. Right? Read on.
My brethren, These things are not so to be.
Drop down to verse 14.
Verse 14. But if ye have bitter envy and strife in your hearts, glory not and lie not against the truth.
Against what?
Against the truth.
Guess what? It's much more than just simply knowing that you're an Israelite. Right? That's the bare minimum. It's much more than simply knowing that the white man is the devil. That's the bare minimum. Not eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, keeping the Sabbath holy. All that is the bare minimum. The least that the truth can do, right? And I got you, Chaanak. My bad. Let me just end it with this point. I got you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? The least amount of information that you gain, at least allow it to change your character as a human being. You get what I'm saying? It's much more bigger than just knowing a whole bunch of information. How do you behave when you're dealing with another brother or sister? That's what considers you to be in the truth. Remember what Christ said. By this shall you know them that they are my disciples. For how you love one another. Right? Go ahead, Oscar.
Come, sir. Like what you bringing out is so heavy. Like everybody should be listening and paying attention to what you're saying because you just seen what happened to them fake Israelite group. That's a prime example of bitterness and gossiping because all of that evil and wicked that they was doing didn't come out till the other person started hating on the other person and they started gossiping about what that person did. Even though, like you said, they know the truth, they know that they Israel, they know the commandments and things like that. If you don't apply it to your everyday life, if you don't really stand by it, if you don't get into this truth at the ISUPK, none of that matters.
Right.
If you're still doing things that Christians do. You can't talk about a Christian when you're doing the same thing. Don't be a hypocrite. If y'all don't know what a hypocrite is, go back and watch our class on being hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? And just in case you don't know what a hypocrite is a person who puts on a false appearance of virtue or religion. A person who acts in a condition in contradiction to his or her life or belief or feeling. Don't be like that. This is what the Author Thawatov is telling you. He reading it right out of the scriptures. So like,
Damn right, man. You know what I'm saying? That's spot on, man. Like we seen so many examples of it, and like you said, the most recent example on how these fake Israelites groups be beefing with each other eternally. You know what I'm saying? And we see all of that get exposed on the forefront. But yet they got the fringes and, you know, Shabbat Shalom and all of that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? But you lost the main thing, which is the love for one another. That's what it's all about. You think niggas before you was not just as great? Or even better? There's been great men that established as the foundation of the ISUPK. Whose shoes that I know I definitely can't fill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in the midst of all their greatness, somehow, some way, it was able to slip away from them. You get what I'm saying? Because most of us lose sight of what it really means to be in the truth. We lose sight of that. And what it means to be in the truth is it means that you're not a gossiper. You're not a talebearer. You don't treat a brother or a sister like crap. You don't talk down on your brothers. You don't talk down on another sister. You don't do stuff like that. And if you're doing that, you're not in the truth.
Right.
I don't care how many years you got under your belt. I don't care how many scriptures you know. All right? Let me read some of these comments real quick. Big Jew said, "Sir, I never understood why people who don't even know each other can't get along. It's gay to me." Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are scared to face themselves in the mirror and realize that they are the cause of a lot of beefs and drama that goes on around them. You know what I mean? All right, but Yana says fake, right? You know what I mean? Big Drew said, "I pride myself on making a brother or sister feel welcome." Damn right, man.
All right.
That's what it's all about, man. You know, we building a nation, right? Sis said, "Very true, very heavy. I first learned what the truth was 6 years ago, and just now feel like I'm starting to apply it." Most High in Christ, man. Damn right, you know what I mean? You know, we all grown. We all grown. Think about it. Christ said that we have to come into the truth as a newborn, right? We come into the truth as a newborn. We might be 30 years old coming to the truth, 20, right? The minute you come in and change your life and get your Hebrew name, you starting right back at 1 year old. You know what I'm saying? I'm still an infant. And as a child, guess what? You still got a lot to learn because you don't have the experience to match it. You know what I'm saying? And I myself can say I have a lot to learn. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm starting from one all over again. Starting from scratch all over again. All right? Asana Shah said, "We got so much brotherhood in here. The Judas don't last." Right. Right. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? If you fake, it's gonna get exposed. I'm telling you. It's going to get exposed, man. You know what I'm saying? If you a brother that or a sister that's talking about a brother or another sister behind that person's back, you gossiping, sharing false information, doing all of that stuff, it's going to be exposed that you're not really true. You know what I'm saying? And people like that do not last. And I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Even as an infant being in this truth, I done seen great men fall. Great men. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, like I said, I can't even feel their shoes. And we just got to learn from that. All we got to do is just learn from that and not make the same mistakes.
Right.
Right? Let's read on.
Verse 15. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish.
Is what?
Earthly, sensual, devilish.
Right. This is the ways of this world. Right? This is how he lives. Right? This is why you got somebody like Donald Trump that's sitting in office as the president of the United States. The biggest drama queen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's all he does. Is just create drama. He's running the White House like a sitcom, like a reality show. You know, working on ratings and getting viewership. That's how he moves. You know what I'm saying? But us as a people, right? God put a spirit on us that we got to move genuine when it comes towards each other. Right? Read on.
For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work.
Right. Things can never work if you create drama. Things will never succeed. We'll never be able to get the job done if we always just, this person always telling me what to do. This person don't know what they doing. Oh, this person, I don't know. We will never get nothing done. Nothing. All we do is just sit around and just talk about what we should do. You know what I'm saying? Well, the Lord is calling us to action. And we have to let all of that cease. Put all of that to rest. Right? Read on.
But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy.
Right. The last part is the main part you have to understand. Right? All these things, it has to be genuine, or else it's not true. Right? You can put up a front to act like you're gentle and peaceable and full of mercy and of good fruits. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not genuine about it, right, eventually it'll be exposed that you're not really a brother or a sister. How you act in front of people has to be the same way you act when they're not around. Or else you're just full of shit. You get what I'm saying? The way I talk to somebody that's above me is the same way I talk to somebody that's under me. Ain't no different. I ain't gonna treat somebody, of course I'm gonna give, hold them in regards and give them their just due, right? But I ain't gonna treat them with, all the honor and respect and treat somebody under me with all disrespect and no honor. It just makes no sense. All right? To be consistent, to be genuine, if I'm gonna treat somebody above me with respect, it's only right that I treat the men under me with respect as well too. It's only right. Because what I do in front of them is no different what I would do when they're not around. How I talk, how I speak, how I interact is no different. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with the Lord. Let me get John 4:20 real quick. And anything our brothers want to add, you know what I mean? Feel free to do so. Please. First John 4. Did I say First John?
No, so you can say it, son.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, First John 4:20.
Sir.
All right, you got it, boy.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
He is a what?
He is a liar.
You is a liar. You is a liar. You can quote all the scriptures you want. You can say Shabbat Shalom till your face is blue. You can have fringes everywhere. Fringes in your eyelids, fringes in your eyebrows, fringes on your shoes, everywhere. Fringed up. But if you ain't got no actual, genuine, sincere love for the same people that you're trying to teach and raise up, then what are you doing it for? Right? In order to save black people, you have to love black people. It's no other way. You know what I'm saying? And so many charlatans thought about it differently. Right? This is where them pastors, this is why they move the way they move. This is why your religious leaders do what they do, your politicians, because they don't really love you. They don't. They don't advocate for your cause. Only when there's a dollar involved, that's when they advocate for your cause. And we go inside their institutions and inside their facilities and think we're learning about what it means to be a good person, on how to have good morals, and how to be a good friend. You're not learning nothing inside the Christian church but just to boost your ego. That's all it does. The Christian church is an egocentric belief system. You know what I'm saying? All right, like the sister said, love is an action. It's what you do, not what you intend to do. Damn right. Yeah, that's the head. You know what I'm saying? It's what you do. Right? All of that matters. You know what I mean? And the Christian church is not teaching you that. I'm telling you, they can get any verse out of the Bible in some way, somehow. They'll flip it into somebody trying to use you, and God is gonna push you to overcome that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it could be about a story about, I don't know, for an example, Abigail and David. See, the people in your life is like Nabal, and they trying to use you and kill you. Nah, man, it's not about you. Sometimes the program is bigger than you. Everything is not always centered around you. You know what I'm saying? But they try to give you these sermons just to boost your ego. And you take that and go home with it, and now you think you high and mighty and above everybody, and you start to treat your brothers and sisters like crap. Start to gossip about people. Be overcritical about every little thing they do. You know what I'm saying? Well, the Bible says that is a person that's a liar and they don't really love God. Right? Read on.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen?
Right. You love your brothers, right? I mean, you love God, right? You love God. Jesus. Hush.
That's what.
You know what I'm saying? You in the church, holy rolling, shaking on the floor. Right? You love God. But yet you go and start to treat the people of God like crap. You start to gossip about people. They do this in the churches. Talk about the latest drama, who did what to who, and all of that stuff. That's what they doing in them churches. And guess what? Even in them fake Israelite groups. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. You know what I mean? Because they ain't really instilling morals in them. Right? If you love God, right, your display for your love for God is shown in how you treat another brother or sister.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? How you treat a brother or sister is a reflection of how much you love God. Because guess what? God sent his only begotten son. He sent Christ. And guess what? They treated him the same way. Bad mouth him, lied on him, talked down on him. All of that. And if you mimicking that behavior, guess what? You are no different from the Pharisees who got him killed. And you think Christ is rocking with you? The main people that Christ went up against was those Pharisees.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Christ is not rocking with you, man. Because you treating his people the same way that he was treated when he was here on this earth. If you love God, it's going to be shown through your actions on what you do, not only in the sight of other brothers and sisters, but also when nobody's around. You know what I'm saying? With that, Big Drew said people who don't want to be used are the biggest users. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like the people, and I just want to add this, and I'm gonna drop it right. The people who got most to say about others on who's fake and who's real, on about who's not really true and all of that, usually be the fakest ones. You know what I'm saying? You constantly sitting back and talking about who's fake exposes that you're just fake as that person you're talking about. Because if it really was an issue, right, you would have done what? What you would have done? What should we do as Israelites if we have an issue with the brother or sister?
Look.
Go ahead.
Go to him and him alone.
Damn right. I should not be hearing about your problems. I should not be hearing about it. I should not be hearing about who's fake and who's real and how you don't like this person and how you don't mess with them because they drunk the last beer, the last time you hung with them, and you ain't never shared with them. It'd be the most pettiest stuff we argue over.
Right.
The most pettiest stuff. Well, that's fine. I hear you. Well, did you tell them? Then why are you telling me for? You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's how it goes. Because all you're doing is exposing on how fake you are. Right? And with that, man, I don't know unless you had anything you want to add. If not.
For that was heavy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? With that, we're gonna end the class. We want to say the water to everybody that's on, online, that's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? The water off the Thava Shop, you know what I'm saying, for coming through, stopping in. The water to Drew for being an excellent reader. We don't need you
Damn
on
right.
playing more often, Drew. You know what I'm saying? Your reading is good, it's excellent, you know what I'm saying? Hope to
Yes,
see you
sir.
soon, brother. You know what I'm
Anyway,
saying? The water to everybody that's in online, like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Share this class. Passover. Pay your Passover fee. $200. You spend $200 on everything else. Do it for the Lord. Do
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? We celebrating the Lord's Passover in hot Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a week full of just enjoyment, brotherhood. It's a small slice of the kingdom of what we looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, you know what I'm saying, pay y'all Passover fee, man. I hope to see y'all in Passover, you know what I'm saying? So with that, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Shem Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shemar Thabah Shem Yahweh to the sisters. Shalom.